What is good, YouTube? Quinway with that instant basketball analysis. We're going live on the Analysis Playground on YouTube exclusively, like we usually do. No changes to that. And we're going to do a playoff edition again. This time, we're going to talk about how the Boston Celtics, my favorite team, ended up beating Orlando Magic. No Jason Tatum in this game because the wrist injury is not severe. It's not going to hurt, our run, hopefully. But the Magic, this was the game that they needed to win if they wanted to make it a series, because now the Celtics go up 2-0. The Celtics feel like anything they throw at us or anything they try to do, we're ready for it, and we feel like we can beat them even with their best. And we proved that tonight. Jaylen Brown set the tempo, he set the pace, and he was a good leader tonight. And the teammates followed as he led and how he played. And I think this was a great game for him. And we're going to remember this game because this is a game that we needed to win to be able to finish them off a little early. But the first quarter was 23-21 in favor of the Boston Celtics. But the Celtics also won that second quarter 27-26. In the third quarter, 31-24. They actually lost the fourth quarter 29-28, but it didn't matter because we had to lead the entire game. And we was able to stop a lot of their runs and answer back when we needed to. And we was able to put them away. Paulo Banchero, the man, is really good at this game. He does make it look a little tougher than it has to be sometimes, but he's a great player. He's one of the better players in this league. He played 43 minutes, which was the most on the Orlando Magic. He was 12 of 25 from the field. He actually was 2 of 6 from the three-point line and 6 of 11 from the free throw line. One thing I will say about this game, both teams shot bad to me, in my personal opinion, from the free throw line. He did have 9 rebounds. You would like them to get a 30-10 game, but it didn't happen. That's good for the Celtics. But he had 2 offensive rebounds and 7 assists. He made the right play majority of the game, whether it was scoring or just finding his teammates. And that's something that he had to continue to work on, because the playoffs is going to either be isolation or self-creation. And if you can be able to beat your man, you can get numbers like he had tonight. But you also got to find your teammates for better shots, so that way you can stay in the game or stay in the lead, depending on how the game is going. He had 2 blocks, no turnovers, so that's good. 7 assists with no turnovers, 32 points with no turnovers. But he did get in foul trouble with 4 personal fouls. It seemed like everybody was fouling. You can't bump, knock, or rock anybody in this game really without it being a foul. I know some calls are not being called. If they was, a lot of these guys would have been fouled out, but any petty contact too has been also being called by the refs throughout these games, not just this one. He was a -6 and plus minus. Franz was 10 to 20. He took the second most shots on the team, as he should, but just like Paulo, he was 1 of 7 from 3. Didn't shoot the greatest, but he did make it up at the free throw line, going 4 of 4. He finished with 25. That's about where he's going to be at probably for this series, or a little under. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He's a -7 and plus minus. Wendell Carter was that guy that stepped up in the starting lineup. He has done it before. He was 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As long as he's in that corner, as long as he's in that paint banging, he did what he was supposed to really do. 8 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive with an assist, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. He's a -8 and plus minus. And Corey Joseph, is he's open, he's going to try to make a shot or attempt it. All you can ask him to do is try to keep the defense honest. That's what you're asking Caldwell Pope to do also. He played 23 minutes. He was 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover. He was a -4 and plus minus. No personal fouls tonight for him. He had 7 points. He was a guy that they looked at as, we can just torment this guy because he's so small and so little. And the Celtics was able to do that multiple times. So Corey Joseph is a guy that might not play. They might go more Anthony Black, but that's something that they're going to have to do just because of size disadvantages that Corey Joseph will give them. Katavious Caldwell Pope, 35 minutes. He also was a guy that they're going to have him open. And if he makes shots, he makes them. If he doesn't, you have to live with that decision. He was 1 of 9 from the field. and 0 of 6 from three. That's a bad, terrible game. He also went 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds. He also did have 2 personal fouls. He's a -6 and plus minus. He finished with 3 points. Jonathan Isaac, 7 minutes, 1 rebound, a -6 and plus minus. Gogo Pataze, 1 of 1 from the field, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, a +2 and plus minus. He finished with 2 points. And Cole Anthony, he's not really playing that much or getting that much time in this series so far, but he played 5 minutes. He was 0-1 from the field, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. He's a -3 and plus minus. Gary Harris was 2 of 2 from the field, 13 minutes played for him. He did get 2 assists and 2 steals and a personal foul. He's a -3 and plus minus. He finished with 4 points. Caleb Houston, 11 minutes, 0-2 from the field. It was 3-point shots that he took. 2 personal fouls, a +3 and plus minus, and Anthony Black got in double figures and was the only guy off the bench to do so. And he finished 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He did get 4 rebounds. 2 of those was offensive with a turnover and 2 personal fouls. He was a -7 and plus minus. The rest of the guys was the rookies. They didn't play. Coach's decision. 39 to 82, 47% from the field. They was 7 of 29, 24% from three. That's going to be a huge problem for them in this series because the Celtics are actually one of the better 3-point shooting teams, and they get a lot of them up. And if you can't make up that difference or shoot better from the field, which they did in this game, you're going to be in a tough situation because they was 15 to 24, 62% from the free throw line. That just can't happen in a game that you're trying to win. Like I said, they only lost by 9, 109 to 100. You can't give away too many opportunities to your opponent, especially when they have more talent than you and they actually will coach. You have to play better than that. And I'm happy that the Magic actually got 100 points in this game. 34 rebounds, 18 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 7 turnovers, and 23 personal fouls. And then you look at the Celtics. They played a really, really short rotation. Not too many guys got on the court for them. Al Horford was 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. I liked his defense. I liked his rebounding. He had 10 boards, 4 of them offensive with an assist, a block, a turnover, and 3 personal fouls. He was a +6 and plus minus. He finished with 9 points. And Kristaps Porzingis, he didn't shoot the ball that good, but he got to the free throw line a ton. 14 free throws taken by him tonight. He went 10 to 14 from the free throw line, 0 of 5 from three, and 5 of 14 from the field. But he still got his 20 and 10 because he had 20 points and 10 rebounds right on the dot. 5 of his rebounds was offensive, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 personal foul. He was a +15 and plus minus. I liked his shot selection. I like what he did. He just didn't make all the shots that he normally does, or he didn't make them at a good enough rate. But I'm still going to say he had a good game because of the rebounding and the defense that he played when he was out there on the court, because he played 34 minutes. Drew Holiday played 36 minutes. He was 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He did get in double figures with 11 points. He did have 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound out of that, and he also had 1 block, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, a +9 and plus minus. I like what I have seen out of him when it comes to defense, when it comes to communicating, and he holds guys accountable and he holds himself accountable, and he has good responsibility efforts too. And that's one of the reasons why we're one of the best defensive teams in the league. 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 10 from three, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. For Derek White, he also had 6 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 5 personal fouls, which was the most from any starter and on the team in general. He was a +4 and plus minus. He had 17 points. He is a big three. He took a lot of them, but he hit them at the right time in the fourth quarter to keep us ahead in the game, and didn't put us in a situation where we could have coughed up the lead because he made them timely. Jaylen Brown was 12 of 19 from the field, 5 of 7 from three. He was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. They had no answer for him. He got the shots that he wanted. He got the looks that he wanted, and his 3 ball was falling tonight, and that's always a good thing to see from him. And other than that, he was able to mix it up too. He scored in a variety of different ways, from the layups to shooting over smaller guys, for just driving. I like what he did tonight. He had 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a +9 and plus minus. Sam Hauser, 13 minutes, 0-2 from the field. It was all 3-point shots that he took, 1 rebound, 2 personal fouls, -3 and plus minus. Luke Cornett, 12 minutes, 0-1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's how he scored all his points. He finished only with those 2 points. He did get 2 boards, one on was offensive with a steal and a turnover. He was a -1 and plus minus. And then Peyton Pritchard, the 6th man of the year, the reigning 6th man of the year. I'm proud of him. I'm glad that he got it. He earned it. He worked hard. He has been a big part of this team for multiple years, and he doesn't complain. He just goes out there and compete. He's one of the best rebounding guards in the league when he comes in and plays, and he's really very good at making shots and creating shots, and even if it's shooting threes, hitting mid-ranges, or getting to the paint. He was 5-11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, a +6 and plus minus. He was the only guy that got in double figures in any statistical category off the bench for the Boston Celtics with 14 points. The rest of the guys did not play, and it's a lot of them. 36 of 80, 45% from the field, 12 of 37, 32% from 3, 25 of 33, 75% from the free throw line, 13 offensive rebounds, 46 total, 17 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers, 19 personal fouls. It was just a game that we wanted to win. We felt like we can win. We put ourselves in position the entire game to do that. We had to step it up a little bit. They hung around in game 1. They was also able to hang around so far in game 2. We was able to pull away when we needed to. We handled our business in the fourth quarter, got a little sloppy, got a little ahead of ourselves, but we was able to show that we was the better team even without one of our better players, and that's good. Let him rest, let him become the best he can be, and make sure he comes back the right way. And we are a team that's deep. We've been dealing with this type of thing throughout the whole season, so we know how to win without guys. We know how to compete with what we have, and we don't make excuses, and we don't give you reasons to why we win or lose. And that's what the team should feel like, that has this much talent and this much well coaching. Also, so I like what we did. I like how we've been playing. I like what we're about, and it's gonna just be a series that might be over early, but that's how we want it to be. And that's just more rest for Jason Tatum. Porzingis got sliced up a little bit too. We want him to be good, and we just want to win this series as fast as we can and go on to the next one so we can win this championship like we did last year and go back to back. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. If you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this and various NBA only topics. Also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock drafts of the regular draft and also draft coverage in general. I also say I got over 3,000 plus videos that I make every single day of the week that you can watch and enjoy and possibly become a fan or subscriber. Thank y'all for staying subscribed. Thank y'all for continuing to watch. Thank y'all for continuing support, even if you did in the past, even if you still do it to this day. And thank y'all for showing love and appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to enjoy it. I love y'all for that. That's the whole purpose of being a content creator. You love what you do, you love what you make, but it's a beautiful thing to have people that love it too when you put it out. And I've been seeing that for so many years. Other than that, y'all have a good day. Hope y'all stay blessed. Remember to continue to lock in some goals and continue to try to reach your goals as much as you can. And also try to stay positive and stay happy as much as you can throughout the day. And all I can tell y'all is stay blessed up. I'm gone for now. I got my social medias on my channel if you want to see some other things that I do besides NBA only content on this channel. And also got my email if you want to message me for anything that you don't want to leave a comment on or social media message on, and you can do it there. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Peace out. Y'all stay blessed up. I'm gone.